Okay, here we go. Starting with sitting on the roller. Not very comfortable. We're going to only be here maybe a minute. Right now you can really feel that pelvic floor. So just trying to stay lifted up. Every time you exhale, you're trying to give that roller a little bit of a squeeze. Find that pelvic floor. Exhale, belly button in. Release it. Exhale, belly button in. Inhale, release. Let's roll down onto that roller. Find that your head is supported, shoulder blades in between the blades. Just below the blades, the ribs still have purchase on that roller. There's no space or there's no pressure on the low back. And we've got pressure on that pelvis. Breathing, tummy in, inhale, widen the ribs. Exhale, tummy in more, deflate. That tummy in more, that's the transverse. We want to always keep that connection. Inhale, tummy in. Exhale, tummy in more. Let's let it fall out. Inhale, belly out. That doesn't feel good. Exhale, pull it back in. So we really want to keep that tummy pulled in. Okay. From here, adding a little bit more contraction is going to be called the imprint. So imprint is going to come from the external obliques, pulling the ribs toward the hips and release. Be aware that we're not trying to pull the shoulders forward. We want to keep that nice and flat as we pull the ribs down. Okay, so it's inhale. Exhale, the ribs pull down. Inhale, release. Exhale, the ribs pull down. Inhale to release. Let's go into hip roll. Exhale, curl the tail up. Inhale to release. Exhale, curl the tail up. We can keep the abs working. Inhale, release. Draw the tummy in, squeeze the glutes a little. Inhale, release. One more time, curl that tail up and release. Rotation. Exhale to rotate knees, hips, and ribs to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, knees, hips, and ribs to the left. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale to center. Imprint and release. Exhale, pull the ribs down. Inhale, release. We just did that. Let's add the legs. Exhale to imprint. Inhale, single leg left. Exhale, lower it down. 3, right leg. 2, 1, left leg. 3, 2, 1. Release the imprint. Shoulders. Reach the arms to the ceiling. Give me a little squeeze on the roller. That's retracting your shoulder blades. Now spread them so they're not pinching that roller. Do it one more time. Squeezing the roller gently and release it back to neutral. Be careful that the back wants to arch as you squeeze. Spread the shoulder blades apart like you're reaching for the ceiling. This is called protraction. Come back to neutral. Protraction. Come back to neutral. Slide the blades toward the head is elevation. Come back to neutral. Up toward the head is elevation. Slide the blades toward the hips. That's depression. Come back to neutral. One more time. Depression. Come back to neutral. We want to maintain that neutral shoulder blade and lift the arms over the head. And maintain the shoulder blades as we circle the arms back to your sides. So I'm not trying to squeeze the blades together against the roller or slide them up during the circle. I'm trying to keep my arms pretty even and not let any clicks or pops happen in there. Lengthening of the back of the neck feels like I'm looking down towards my toes and then returning my chin back up to neutral. Inhale, lengthening the back of the neck. Exhale, return that chin to neutral. That gets everything on that spine really working, flexion, little bit of extension, gets it ready for work. Okay, so that's your warm-up. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to try and do this video from this hanging position. Looks pretty good. Okay, so laying on your tummy, belly button gently pulling in, just enough glutes to press your pubic bone down onto the mat and keep your hip bones in contact with the mat. Head is just hovered away from the mat. And we're going to move the shoulder blades into a depression with an inhale, elevation with an exhale. Do this 10 times. Try not to move the spine as we move those blades. Easy with the shoulders. If this is too high, just put your hands on the floor and work the shoulder blades up and down. 10, we're going to add that extension. You've been working on these. Inhale, the blades slide down. Exhale, the top of the head reaching away from the feet as we lift that chest. Gently pulling that roller in. Inhale, hold. Keep that tummy in. Exhale, roll it back down. We're going to do 5 of those. Inhale, blades slide down. Exhale, belly button pulls in as we lengthen the top of the head away from the pelvis and lift the chest. Inhale, keep your ribs on the mat. Exhale to roll you back down. 2, inhale, blades slide down, and they keep sliding down as we lift up that chest. Inhale to hold it there. Exhale to lower you back down. 1 more time, belly button stays in. Inhale, blades. Exhale, chest. Inhale, hold it. Exhale to lower you back down. We're going to push you up into a shell position. Sitting on your heels with your hands reaching forward. Pull the ribs off of your legs with your exhale. Inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, ribs up, belly in, tail down. Inhale, release it. 1 more time, exhale, curl it up. And inhale to release. Hopefully you got that. Okay, let's try half roll back. Half roll back is an abdominal exercise as well as hip flexors, and it's a maintaining the spine in a C curve as we move. Harder version with the roller, I'm going to give you the very easy one first. So we're sitting, holding onto the backs of the knees, pulling yourself up tall, and then flexing that upper back forward. Really pulling in the abs, we're not collapsing here. So belly in, flexing that upper back forward. Inhale, we're going to move those hip bones away from the legs. So I kept my spine C-curved. And exhale, I pull myself closer to my legs. Inhale, I roll it back. Exhale, pull it closer. Getting stronger means I can start letting go with my hands and bring myself closer. I can get a little bit farther. And then come back up. We can add props. So as we get stronger, we add the roller. Forward. And then we add just changes in the arms, which makes it a whole lot harder. Okay? So we'll start with the half roll back holding here. Give me 5 of those. If those are easy, do your 5 without your hands. If those are easy, hold on to the roller. If those are easy, add the roller or roll back with arms up, arms down, and coming forward. Okay, good. So I've got the band, or my phone hanging off of like a band. And that's why it's all wiggly up there, so sorry. Okay, so this is called the single leg circle. Single leg circle is really working on the stability of your pelvis and spine as we move your legs. Harder is going to be with straight legs, so we're going to go with bent knees. I'm laying on the roller. I've got my pelvis, ribs, and shoulders in their good neutral ease position. I'm going to lift my right leg with an inhale. And exhale, I'm going to start to bring it around in a circle and then bring it back up. If I go too big, my body starts to roll around off of that roller. So this is a great place to feel your proprioception and making sure that your body isn't moving around or rolling sideways on the roller. Make your circle small. So it's inhale, bring your leg up. Exhale, we're going to go to the outside and down and inside and up. I don't like to go too big because I'll start to click in my hips. We're going to do 5 in each direction. It's exhaling down and inhaling up. 1 more time, exhaling down and inhaling up. Okay, and then I'll go the other way. Exhaling down, inhaling up. 5, 4, so we can do this with a straight leg. 3, it becomes a little bit more work to stabilize. 2, and 1 more time. Keeping the knee bent is where I really want you to go. Okay, other side starts with inhale, lift the leg. Exhale goes out and down, and inhale comes in and up. 5, 4. So I have a couple little clicks, and so what I'm working on is getting the clicks to stop as I rotate my leg. 3, so I need to work on stabilizing my pelvis a little bit more. And 1, and then we're going to go the other way, inhaling down, exhaling up. 5, 4, and no clicks this way. 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna put that leg back down. So 5 in each direction, so 10 altogether on both legs, okay? Good luck with those. Okay, so the next one's called obliques, and we're not going to use the roller on this one at all. I want you to get really good at perfecting this one, and so I'm going to give you the best, easiest version of it so that we can get it perfect before we start adding on to it. Okay, so you lay on your back, feet against the wall, about hip distance apart. Tailbone is down. I've got a little space underneath my low back, but not underneath my ribs. My ribs are always going to stay pushed into the mat, especially as I curl up. I'm going to put my hands behind my head, but I'm just going to put my fingertips to support so I'm not really yanking on that head. Okay? When I start to curl forward, it's really going to start to pull this rib cage down, which pushes this into the mat. Okay? And I'm going to take one elbow away from the floor and keep the other one kind of against the floor. So it helps me rotate in my axis and down, and rotate in my axis and down. We're not really trying to look for the low back compressed into the mat at all. The low back should always keep its little space, and when we curl up, it's that mid-thoracic that's crunching into the mat. So we'll just do 5 on each side. So it's inhale, we're going to lengthen the neck. Exhale as I curl forward and keep my left elbow on the floor. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl forward to the other side. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower down. Okay, 5 of those. Chin down. Curl it up. Hold it. Lower. Chin down. Curl it up. Hold it. Lower. There's 2. Chin down. Curl it up. Hold it. Lower. Chin down. Curl it up. Hold it. There's 3. Lengthen the neck. Draw that tummy in. Curl forward. Hold it. Lower down. Chin down. Curl it up. Hold it. Lower. That's 4. Lengthen. Curl. Hold it. Release. Last one. Chin down. Curl it up. Hold it. And release. That's 5. Okay? 5 is plenty. Work your way up to 10s as you get stronger. Okay. So this one is called the spine stretch forward. I've got the roller kind of off behind me so gives you a visual of my length of my spine. And so I don't really want to put it back on the roller. I'm not collapsing as I flex forward. So spine stretch forward is inhale, lengthening the neck. Exhale, sliding your hands down your shins to flex your spine. Inhale to hold it. And exhale to stack back up. Okay, so my pelvis and lumbar has really held their position of neutral. Inhale, I lengthen the cervical spine. Exhale, I flex that thoracic spine. Really didn't change anything down here. Inhale, hold it. And then exhale, I stacked it back up. Okay? So lengthening the neck. Exhaling to flex forward. Draw that tummy in as you curl. Inhale, hold it. And exhale, lengthen back up. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the neck. Exhale, curl it forward. Inhale, hold. And exhale, lengthen back up. Okay. So this last one is called the single leg extension, and you can do both legs at the same time, but it's really good to get the single leg working first, and it's easier to stabilize the pelvis when you're doing one leg at a time. So your problem on this one is you're going to really try and tuck that tail under and really push into the pubic bone. So I'm going to have you put your hands underneath your hip bones and underneath your pubic bone, so you can feel that there is a gentle pressure on all of it. So if I overclench my glutes, I got no pressure on my palms of my hands, and it all goes down into my pubic bone. So I want some glutes, but I want to maintain my pelvis in its little neutral, which means my low back will always have its little bit of an arch and not rounded or stretched out. Okay, belly button's going to stay in. So the motion here, I'm going to inhale, draw the belly button in, try and keep equal pressure on both of my hands as I exhale, straighten my right leg, squeeze my glute, and lift it if I can. So that's easy but hard. We could do that as just extend the leg, keep it on the roller, and come back down. Think less about the knee extension and all about the hip extension. Okay, if you're starting to feel that we have all your weight in your right hand, level out that pelvis. Try and keep equal weight on both of those hands as you're extending the leg. You should feel that it's your butt muscle. Yeah, your quad works to straighten the knee, but I don't really even need the knee to straighten when we go into a hip extension. Okay, so again, the work is belly in, inhale. Exhale to straighten the leg and gently lift it off the roller. Inhale, hold it. Exhale to lower it back down. The other side, let's inhale, belly in. Exhale, we're going to extend that left leg. Ooh, big rotation. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, lower. So on this side, I felt like I really turned. Let's see if I can fix that. So left oblique. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, extending that left leg. Inhale to hold it. And exhale to release. Okay, hopefully you got all that. Okay, and then we'll go on to stretch theory. Okay, so first, really the two big major things that we want to stretch on you are your chest and your hamstrings. Those two things are pulling you into your alignment, and so we want to get those to stretch, but we don't want to overstretch them unless we've strengthened up what the other side is. So your pectoralis pulls your shoulders forward, pushes, do your push-up and stuff. Any of this motion is going to tighten your pecs. We do this all day, so we need to do the opposite to open up the chest, okay? So I like to use the roller. I'm gonna put that roller right underneath my shoulder blades. Okay, so it's like I'm resting on my shoulder blades. Okay, I'm gonna support my head. So this is not a neck extension. I'm not letting my neck fall back there. The work is right here at the shoulder blades, allowing that to extend back over the roller. Try not to just let the belly fall out, so we're keeping a little bit of core down low. Well, we're just trying to get the upper back to go into an extension. Okay, the muscles back there for you have been a little stretched out, so we need to let the front side stretch out and then start working on getting the shoulder blades to pull back and down. Adding some exercises that we pull on, so in something like this, pull it on a band, pulling it down. Okay, and then we'll go on to your hamstring stretch. Okay, so your last one is going to be your hamstring stretch, and I think the best place for this for you is going to be laying on your back. So if we get you close to the wall, okay, I almost scoop my butt right up against the wall here, and then lay on my side, and then roll back onto my back, and then work on extending the legs. Be careful that your low back is starting to push down into the mat or lift your butt up that mat. We want to keep your tail down and that low back to keep its little space underneath there. Okay, so we want that neutral pelvis, ribs staying heavy, shoulders nice and flat. Okay, and just relax. You can work on tightening your quads and pushing the legs into the wall. If that's really easy, we can start to pull the leg. So grab on to the foot with the towel and start to pull it away from the leg, as long as it doesn't change the integrity or the position of your pelvis. Okay, so you could add rotations, turning the knees out, turning them in. Will change which hamstring gets a stretch. You could bring one knee into a flexion and the other leg out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. You could do both of them. This is a nice, just gentle opener for your rotators. You can push those guys away from your chest, and it just keeps your back in a really good position throughout. So just always being aware of your neutral while you're laying on the floor. You can scoot back a bit and then do this one, which is that figure 4 stretch, which is going to be a great stretch for your hip, but that was the same thing as what we did earlier. You could bring the leg across the body for an IT band stretch. Okay, so if I just take my leg up, come across my midline, and that's going to start to get that outside of the leg. Okay, so those are your stretches, chest and hamstring. Okay, give me give me a heads up or feedback on this and let me know how you're doing. Okay, maybe you can video yourself doing them. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Enjoy.